This is R.D. Sharma solution, class 11, chapter 30, derivatives exercise is 30.5. Now this is question number 21, and all the questions which are followed or which are coming are NCERT question. So the function given here is 4x plus 5 sin x divided by 3x plus 7 cos x. So this is your u, this is your v. Let us take u dash, that is the differentiation of this one. It will be 4 only, and 5 will remain like this, sin x will be cos x. And v dash is 3, so x will be 1, so 3. And cos x will be minus sin x, so let us take minus. And this will be 7, cos x is sin x, minus sin x. Okay. Now these two are there. Now what we have to do? We have to multiply v and u dash. So we have to apply the quotient rule. So vu dash minus uv dash we have to do. And then this these two multiplication, then 4x plus 5 sin x multiplied by 3 minus 7 sin x. And then in the denominator we have v square. This is 3x plus 7 cos x whole square. Now what we see here is this multiplication, I hope you will be able to do. You have to multiply each and every term. When you multiply here, you will see there will be 35 cos square x and 35 sin square x. This is the only thing you have to be taking care. Other things remain same. So when you take 35 common from here, cos square x plus sin square x will be 1. Because cos square theta plus sin square theta counts to 1. So this 3x plus 7 cos x by this square division will always be there. This is question number 22. So this is exactly similar to question number 6. We have already done this. So 22, 23 will do. Okay. X by 1 plus 10x. And 6th and 22nd question are repeated. I don't know why, but these are repeated. Okay, now let us take u as x and v as 1 plus 10x. U dash will be differentiation of x, that will be 1. V dash will be 1 will be 0, 10x is sec square x. So what do you get? Sec square x. So you have to multiply 1 with 1 plus 10x and sec square x with sec x. Now you will apply the quotient rule. V square will always be 1 plus 10x whole square. 1 plus 10x minus x sec square x by 1 plus 10x whole square. This will be your final answer. Now coming to question number 23, 23rd question. So in 23rd we have, all these are NCERT questions, right? Now we have a, u is, means u by v, a plus b sin x and divided by c plus d cos x. A plus b sin x divided by c plus d cos x. Now this is u, this is v. What is u dash? A will be 0, b will come here, sin x will be cos x. What is v dash? C will be 0, d will come outside, cos x will be minus sin x. So we have these two. Okay. Now we have to multiply u dash with v and subtract it with u and v dash. So a plus b sin x into minus dx, minus d sin x. Wherever you have minus minus, just make it plus. It will be easier to solve then. So negative, negative, positive. So now I want you to multiply each and every term. When you do it, you will see bd cos square x and bd sin square x you will find. So this bd you can take common, and sin square x plus cos square x will be equal to 1. Because as I said earlier, sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Okay. So this will be the final answer. This one is question number 24. Now if you remember, 24, this multiple questions we have done almost similar to this. So this is px square plus qx by r divided by ax plus b. Okay. Now this is u, this is v. So let us take u dash. U dash is 2px plus q and r will be 0. Ax plus b, only a will remain. Okay, differentiation, I am doing u dash v dash. multiply v with u dash, put it here, multiply u with v dash, put it here, subtract them. And ax plus b whole square. Now I want you to multiply each and every term. When you do the proper multiplication, you'll get something like this. And when you get this 2apx square and apx square minus apx square will be apx square. And then aqx, you can cancel it out. They will be cancelled. Then we have 2bpx, it will remain like this, and then bq minus ar. This is question number 25. Okay, sec x minus 1 by sec x plus 1. So this is your function which is given in u by v form. So we can apply the quotient rule here. 7x minus 1 by 7x plus 1, sec x plus 1. U dash will be sec x tan x because minus 1 will be 0. And sec x plus tan x, again same thing, sec x tan x. This will be sec x tan x. Now v u dash minus u v dash by v square. Just apply it here, multiply these two, multiply these two, put it here. And v square is sec x plus tan x, sec x plus 1 whole square. It will be the denominator. Now you will multiply it properly. Each and every term you will multiply, and after multiplication you will realize that this sec square x tan x, sec square x tan x, these are available in negative and positive sign. So you can just cancel it out. Only sec x tan x and sec x tan x will remain, so that will account to 2 sec x tan x. And v square, sec x plus 1 by whole square will be in the division. It remains there only. This is question number 26. So the function here is u by v form. We have x raised 5 minus cos x and divided by sin x. So we are applying this u dash v dash. U dash is, this is 5x raised 5 minus 1, that is 4. Cos x is minus sin x. So just make it a plus sin x. And this sin x will be cos x. So v u dash, just multiply these two, and then we have u v dash, cos x into x raised 5 minus cos x, and with a negative sign. So denominator you have v square, this is sin x, so you have to make it as sin square x. So now, as I said, you need to multiply, and when you multiply, you will have sin x into sin x will give you sin square x, and cos x into cos x with a negative sign plus sign, that is cos square x you will get. So when you add sin square plus cos square x, you just replace it by 1. Rest all remain the same with denominator as sin square x. Okay, this is the final answer here. Number 27. So 27 is saying u and v, u by v form x plus cos x and divided by tan x. This is tan x. Okay, this is u and this is v. So u dash will be, x will be 1, cos x will be minus sin x, tan x will be sec square x. So multiply v with u dash, multiply u with v dash, and just put it here, divided by v square, tan square x. Now you don't have to solve it in any way because you won't get anything. Most simplification, the least is, I must say, cos x into sec square x will be cos x by 1 by cos square x over cos x. 1 cos x, so only sec x will be there. So just keep it like that. This is question number 28. Right. This is x by sine raised power n x. This is u, this is v. U dash will be what? X will be 1. V dash will be, assume this sin x to be y. We have to apply the product rule. So assume it to be y raised n, it will be n y raised n minus 1 differentiation, and then we have to do the d by dx of y also, and y is a sin x, which we assume to be. So it will be n sin n minus 1 x, then differentiation of sin x will give you cos x. This is cos x. Okay, now multiply this v with u dash, which is sin raised at nx dot 1, and we have to multiply x with this one, x n sin raised n minus 1 x and cos x. So in division you have sin raised n x whole square. This is sin n raised n x v square, basically it's power 2. So this will be sin 2nx, sin 2nx. And so denominator you have sin raised 2nx And what about the numerator? This is, as I said earlier also, always take the lesser power outside. Means in place of comparison, if you take sine raised nx and sine raised n minus 1x, you always take the smaller power. So you have to take sine nx and sine n minus 1. So sine n minus 1 you are going to take common. Let me tell you again. If you have x raised n minus 1 and x raised n minus 1, you will take x raised n minus 1 common, not x raised n. The same thing we have to do. Sine raised n minus 1x we have taken common. That means sine x has to be there, because sine raised x, that is sine power 1, and sine power n minus 1 will give you sine raised n. So you have to have a sine x inside, so that then only you can take sine raised n minus 1x. Okay. And from here you have already taken sine raised n minus x. What is remaining? Nx. This we have taken already. 1 is remaining because sine x has to be there. And then we have nx cos x, because sine raised n minus 1x we have already taken. So this sine raised n minus 1x in the numerator, and denominator you have sine raised 2nx. So let me show you here. Sine raised 2nx, x is in the denominator, and this sine raised n minus 1, when it goes down, it has to be in negative. So sine raised minus n plus n minus 1. So just add them, power gets added. 2n minus n plus 1. So 2n minus n in n, and this is plus 1. So we have this finally sine raised n plus 1x. So this is what you get in the denominator, and whatever is in the numerator will remain like that. This is question number 29. So we have ax plus b divided by px square plus qx plus r. Okay, question number 24, question number 7, or no, question number 7 is coming. So we have done question like this. U dash is a and v dash is 2px plus q. So v into u dash and u into v dash, and just multiply each and every term. V square is already there in the denominator. When you open this, what do you see? You see apx square minus 2apx square. So that will be minus apx square. This is here. Okay. Then we have aqx and minus aqx. This gets cancelled. And minus 2 bpx, write it here, and ar minus bq will be here. And denominator, of course, this is the term with a square. Question number 30 we are taking. This is 1 by ax square plus bx plus c. Okay. So this is question number 7, true copy. Actually question number 7 it is. It's also repeated. Again, I don't know why, but it is repeated. U dash will be 0 and v dash will be what? This is 2ax plus b. Okay, now multiply these. V with u dash, so you get this. Of course, it is a 0. And 2x plus b, so minus 2ax plus b divided by ax square plus bx plus c whole square is the final answer. Okay, this is all about this exercise 30.5. Next up is VSAQ. There is no MCQ in this chapter. We've already taken a lot of questions, so stay tuned. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.